Hey everyone, in this video, let's do a review of Blaze AI and ask, is it worth it? In order to do so, here we are at blaze.ai, and I have used Blaze and I can tell you that I do think it's worth it. It depends on what your needs are, but if you are a social media content creator and you're looking for a way to generate content, maintain your social media presence, and you don't want to have to do all the heavy lifting all the time, then you might want to take a look at Blaze. You're looking at about $34 for the base subscription and then about $49 for the pro level subscription. But let's take a look at some of the options that you have available with Blaze so that you have an idea of what Blaze is capable of. First of all, you're going to want to integrate your accounts. If you have Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, or WordPress, then you can integrate your accounts and use those, and then you can generate new content. We've got social media content. You can create emails, blogs, you can create scripts for your videos, newsletter ideas. There's a lot you can do with Blaze. One of my favorite things about it is definitely the multiple media posts that you can create. So let's show you how that works. So if we head over to, let's go ahead and take a look at LinkedIn. We'll use this for LinkedIn. Actually, you know what? We're going to do Twitter because we are on Twitter now. So if you take a look in the description, you'll find a link to our link tree and you'll find our socials there. Follow us on Twitter. We just got started. We'd love to have you over there. But if we want to create multiple posts for Twitter, we can click here on multiple posts and we can say, what do we want to write about? Let's go ahead and say AI animation. We're going to talk about that. And then you're going to see here in just a moment, we'll just have, I think it's thinking, it's not going to do it. That's fine. We'll go ahead and have Blaze do the rest. What kind of content would you like? We'll go ahead and do text only posts. How long should each post be? Up to 140 characters. How many posts do you want to plan? 10 posts 2 times a week for 5 weeks. Let's try something else. Let's go with 30 posts once a day for 1 month. Weekdays only? No, we want 30 posts once a day for 1 month. So I just want to make sure that every single day we're getting a post on our Twitter page. And let's go ahead and click on generate posts. We'll click on that. And then now Blaze is going to generate a variety of posts for us to put on Twitter. So we can go ahead and click here, select all captions. But first off, let's just make sure it's still working. So we're going to let it finish working. But this will give you an idea of all of the different posts that you can do with Blaze. And this is just a great way of maintaining your social media presence. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and select plan. We're going to start date is today, post every day. We do want to connect the account in order to auto post. So let's see if we can do that here real quick. Okay, it seems to be having some trouble connecting, so we'll just keep on going. We'll go ahead and click on generate posts, and we're going to schedule this as drafts for now. This is going to bring us to our calendar here. Generating content, and then you can see for yourself, boom, 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 boom. We have all these posts that are being set up here, and this gives you a great idea of how it is that Blaze can work for you. So you could just generate posts for every single day of the month, and Blaze is going to schedule for those for you and make sure that your audience stays engaged so that your social media presence is there whenever people want to check in and check out your content. It's good to go. So that gives you an idea of one of the things that Blaze is capable of. It's one of my favorite functions. It's the reason I think that it would be worth getting it. If you're on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, WordPress, you can use all those as well. Let's go ahead and just take a look at some of the other options here. We'll go ahead and go with popular. So we've got our posts. We can create product descriptions. We can create product visuals. We can create video posts for YouTube, for TikTok. We can generate blog posts. We can do a multi-channel campaign, newsletters, sales, e-commerce, websites, Customer support, there's just so much here that you can do. You can brainstorm ideas, come up with content ideas, come up with a content plan, blog ideas, newsletter ideas, social media ideas. Got our social media here. We already took a look at that. Blog posts, product copy, product visuals, videos for TikTok, for YouTube, for Instagram, multi-channel campaigns. That's something that is very useful. So if you have yourself on different channels, then that might be something that you're going to want to do. We can create ads. If you want to create ads for these different platforms, you could do that as well. Create newsletters for emails that you want to send out. So that is also very helpful. In fact, let's take a look at the newsletters idea, because that is something that I think we could probably take advantage of. And here we have, let's see, weekly updates. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and share stories or content. What's the purpose of your email? Let's say top AI tools. Just put that there. Okay, and there we go. So if we just click on tab, then that's going to auto fill for us. And this is where Blaze is really going to help us write our emails. It just takes a moment here. And then once that purple dot is gone, then that is pretty much done. We're going to click on have Blaze autofill the rest. Blaze is filling out the information before. Who's the target audience for? Business professional, tech enthusiast. How many sections do you want? 3 sounds good. AI tools. Let's go ahead and pick a subject line. Unlock the future. AI tools revolutionizing productivity and customer engagement. That sounds pretty good. Let's go ahead and stick with that. Well, let's see here. Okay, so we can only do one at a time, so that's fine. We'll just leave it at that. Confirm the intro and structure of your newsletter. Welcome to our latest newsletter where we delve into the transformative power of AI tools. So that's great. We've got some nice images here that we can take advantage of. I don't think that is appropriate for what we're trying to do, but let's go ahead and see here. What else do we got? That one I think is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and insert that. That's the same one as the other one. So let's try something else. So we can generate with AI. So let's try that. You generate your own. Describe an image. Let's say AI tools. Let's see what we get with that. Just let that work. You can see for yourself that Blaze is going to create a variety of images for us. So the fact that it has AI image generation is going to be very helpful. The stock photos are kind of limited, but this is where the AI stuff is going to come in handy, because whatever you can't find with the stock, then you can just create your own images. We'll just go ahead and let this work. Okay, so some of these didn't work out too well. We've got tools here that aren't really AI based, but here we go. We've got something that looks like a tool. This is a little bit creepy, but let's try generate more like this. We'll let that work. Okay, so this one's a bit cooler. This one's a little bit less intimidating the other one, so that we'll go ahead and use that one. We'll use that image there, and then we'll go ahead and click insert image. So there we go. And we'll just leave that at that. We'll go ahead and hit generate. And there you go. So now Blaze has created a really nice looking newsletter for us. So we'll just let it finish here so that we could see what the results are. Okay, and that's all done. And we have now created a newsletter to send out. Got a nice, cool little image there. It's kind of cool. I like it. Oh yeah, let's get shit done. And here we go. We've got our newsletter ready to go. So that's all very nice and ready to publish. So we'll go ahead and we can improve the quality. Scroll down here. Okay, so we can just looking for our option to publish. Okay, so here we go. So what we want to do is we want to copy the text to our clipboard. We can do SEO analysis. We could check for plagiarism. There's a lot of neat stuff that we can do here. So a lot here that we can play around with, and this just gives you an idea of how you can use Blaze to create a newsletter for yourself. Let's go ahead and head back here. So yeah, there's just so much here. Highly recommended. I do think it's a great platform. I do think it's worth the subscription. So check out Blaze if you're a content creator and you're looking for something that's going to help you put out more content consistently. And that's all there is to it. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment and like and subscribe, and don't forget to set your notifications for more helpful tips. Also, if you take a look in the description, you will find a link to our link tree. There you'll find our socials and our top AI recommendations. Click on any of those links to get started. And if you're looking for a new online bank, check out Simply Financial. If you check in those links, you will see that you can click on a link, and if you're get started with Simply Financial, you'll get $50 to open an account. Once you've opened your account, if you refer your friends and family, you'll get $125 and they'll get $50 to start. It's a win-win situation, and it is a fantastic bank. Highly recommend Simply Financial.